Hi, do you have a leak inside your Ram pickup truck? Well, recently I noticed in the back seat, below the two seats, I started getting puddles of water. So let me show you what's going on here. There's a vent that goes from the cab to the outside so that you can have different pressures inside your truck. And behind the seats, that vent's located right there and right there. And what I was doing was getting literally ponding water. This whole thing was filling an inch or two full of water every time it would rain. I would drain it out. It took me a little while to figure out what was going on, little research. There's also a chance that it could be coming from your third light, your brake light up there. But generally speaking, if that is the case, you're going to get water up in your overhead and see it coming down. So I'm pretty confident that it's in here. So the first thing I got to do is get in here, take the seats out. Not too complicated. There's a couple bolts here and here, and there's two more in the back in there. So let me just yank those out real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, so just what we said. Just want to show real quick. Took these bolts out. Everything's loose right now. One thing that I didn't know, when you pull the seat out, there are two hooks. This is on each side, and you'll see that there's also hooks here that slide down over those. So when you go to pull that seat out, you got to kind of lift it up to get over these hooks so that you can pull the seat forward. So let me get the rest of this seat out. I'm gonna get the other seat out. Then I've got to pull this cover off, and the vents are right behind that. And I'll go over the part numbers and what I've got. I'll just come right back. Okay, so I got the seats out. Did have to get some help. But it wasn't too bad. Like I said, just pretty much just pull those bolts out. And there is one other bolt you got to take out for the seat belt. Again, nothing complicated. Now I need to go through and start taking this thing out. And again, I'm not recording this because it's just fluff. So nothing hard here, just these pop rivets. Get this out of here, and then I'll show you what we're doing. All right, so there's a couple more things that's got to be removed. I guess these are for the child restraints in the back seat. So there's a couple more of those. There's another one. There's another one. But then once you get those, then this panel starts to come loose. And I just wanted to show you that part. And then let's see here. If you don't have one of these tools, get one. They're cheap and they come in really handy. And then this just pulls past that, and we're all out. So here's my problem. So these guys are leaking. They're flowing right down into that, coming into that floorboard I was showing you earlier. So let's go back here and I'll show you what the new parts are. Of course, everybody's got to have a fancy name for something. So this is the part that I ordered. You gotta, you just get the Mopar parts. These are cheap. They're like 10 bucks a piece. I ordered them. Cost me an extra 10 bucks, but you could go to your dealership, but I'd rather do anything than go to the dealership when I'm trying to get something done. So anyway, these are body side aperture exhausters. Now I have a 2010 Ram, but I'm sure this fits a bunch of them, but they're easy enough to find, but that's what we're looking at, and it's just a fancy word for basically a cabin vent so that pressures get in and out of the cab correctly. So let's take a look at what we got here. And this is this is what we're replacing. So there's not much to it. It just lets air go in and out. There's a rubber seal here that goes around the entire edge, and that's what's probably bad. I'm going to go ahead and take one out, and we'll look and see what that one looks like before we put the new one in. Okay, we're back around inside the truck, and there's not much to it. There's a couple little tabs, and you just press these up and down, and that one is done. And I'm just going to pull it right through, and looking at it, it doesn't look horrible, but I guess if it's leaking, it's leaking. But we're going to replace both, and let me see how the one, hopefully they go in as easy as that one came out. Let's grab one and see. Okay, so these don't go in quite as easy as they come out. So I finagled and tried to get it through that hole from the inside of the cab, and it just wasn't happening. So I just took a little thing of twine and I dropped it down here, and I ran this through the top of this, and then I'm just simply going to pull this over. Sorry, I gotta go around. And I just hand it to myself so that I made a loop, and then you can see we're hanging down here. So let's pull this up, and this will probably take a little playing. And there it is. And it's backwards. All right. Okay, I got it spun around. Just dropped it back down a little bit, and let's get this pulled up. And then it just pulls into these grooves and snaps in. And that's it. Hopefully that seal is going to do better than our other one did. And it lasted me 14 years the last time. Hopefully it lasts me half that again. So now I just gotta move down and do the other side and start putting this stuff back together. We'll see how the other side goes. All right, so the curiosity in me, I just wanted to test this other side for the heck of it. So you can see outside I just got a garden hose, and I just wanted to see for sure, which I probably should have done on the other side as well. But with just a little bit of water, look at how quickly that starts leaking. So I've sprayed the other side since it's already installed, stayed nice and dry. This one obviously, you know, both of these were definitely leaking. So go ahead and replace this one, and hopefully we're in good shape. Okay, I did want to note, if you look underneath this a little bit, you can see that it points up and top. So just that kind of helps you, you know, make sure that you put these in right, because obviously if you put them in wrong, those flaps are going to just grab every bit of rain you possibly can. So again, I got my string. I'm just going to take the end, drop it down through there. Okay, so strings drop through again. And come back up. Bring it over. And grab it through there. Okay, I pulled it up here. Just kind of takes a little finagling. Let's get it pulled back around. bottom first. Okay. Of course, I pulled the wrong end of the string. All right, I'm gonna run around. Let's get the hose and do a water test again. Okay, we got our hose spraying right back on it like we were before. You can hear it flowing over it really well. Dry as a bone. It's gonna be really nice to not have these things fill up every single time. So very happy about that. So that's pretty much the gist of the install there. All this goes right back, and put the seats in, and I'll be ready for our next chore. Thanks for watching.